Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and I am here with Mike from Chicago to play with my new Tyranid Hive Fleet, 1,500 points against Dark Angels in a special crusade mission that we have concocted.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Warhammer 40k Battle Report.
Looking at Hive Fleet Nihilus, it is being led by the Swarm Lord. And I've actually painted some of the models in this army, the Swarm Lord being one of them and Old One Eye being the other one. So the Swarm Lord will be joined by a unit of Tyrant Guard, and he will be the Warlord. And then jumping over to Old One Eye. Now, this isn't actually Old One Eye, this is just like Old One Eye. He had his face blown off by these very Dark Angels, and so he's taken a battle scar, and I rolled randomly. The battle scar that I got is that he cannot form units. Essentially, he's not able to join the Carnifex that I brought for him to join, which really sucks. He also can't benefit from auras from other people, but I don't really have any of that would matter anyways. Moving on, we've got a Neuro Tyrant with a group of Tyrant Guard that it will be joining. The Neuro Tyrant has been enhanced with a Crusade enhancement and upgraded its blast weapon, so the weapon that it shoots from its brain, it's a torrent actually, not blast, to be damage 3 instead of damage 2. And then we've got the Tervigon. The Tervigon will be leading a couple of groups of Termagants. Not leading, she can't join them, but will be around them, giving them lethal and birthing more of them. And finally, let's take a look at the rest of the units. We've got 2 units of Termagants, like I said. We've got a unit of Barbgaunts. Then we also have a Screamer Killer. And now this Screamer Killer has a battle scar too. In a previous battle, they killed it and they thought it was dead and left it and it regenerated. But it didn't fully regenerate its brain. So now it's kind of confused and it has a hard time charging. And so when it charges into things, it does not gain a charge bonus. In other words, it will not fight first. But it did gain an enhancement. Its chitin has been reinforced. Any weapon that's strength 7 or less worsens its AP by 1.
Hey, how's it going? Mike here. I will be running my Dark Angel successor today, the Adidas Astartes. This group of Space Marines were once a part of the Dark Angels, but they followed one of their brothers down the dark path of profit and streetwear. And they've done battle with this Hive Fleet before, so they are a bit bloodied. We have my first squad here, a 10-man Hellblaster squad being led by Azrael. Here we have a 6-man squad of Ravenwing Black Knights that were shamed in the previous battle with these very Tyranids. They will not be allowed to have any stratagems used on them today. We have a 3-man Eradicator squad with a Multi-Melta. We have a 5-man Deathwing Terminator squad. What you see is what you get. And then we have a 10-man Deathwing Knight squad with their Ancient attached, waiting to deep strike into the battle. They're pretty sore from the last battle. They've been bloodied, so all hits against them will count as lethal hits. They also have been allowed to have stealth, and they will also have +1 to advance and charge. So I need to pick my spot with them carefully, get them in, have them do work. And that's the army today.
We are playing Spawning Ground, a Crusade special mission. In this one, Tyranid biostructures have sprouted pulsating sacs within which especially monstrous organisms gestated. The Imperial side needs to sabotage them while I need to protect them until they are birthed. Essentially, there are 3 objectives on the table. We have pieces of terrain to represent these objectives, and I start in control of them as the defender. Every player turn that I am in control of them, they gain 1 gestation tally. Every turn that they are in control of the Dark Angels, they lose a gestation tally down to 0 at a minimum. If at any point 2 of them have 6 or more gestation tallies on them, then the game immediately ends and I win. If at the end of battle round 5, at least one of them has a tally of 6 or more, I still win. We're nice and set up here. The terrain on the table, pretty much everything is from miniaturescenery.com. It's all this MDF stuff, so they come in tiles that you can build up your tables, which is really cool. So we've got even more of this stuff. And then, so this is supposed to be in the Segmentum Pacificus, so we're on some planet that has not been documented very well, and then my Hive Fleet somehow mysteriously is here and gestating new bioforms. We got these 3 objectives. We're making it so you have to be within 2 inches of these to hold them, just because they're bigger, and it makes more sense. And essentially we're playing on a 4x4. We're ignoring this last foot, just want a nice cool backdrop. And my army is all ready to go, and so is yours. Your Deathwing Terminators are in deep strike.
They are on the battle barge above us.
Getting ready to teleport down. And They patch themselves up, but they didn't have time to fully recover.
They're all
from
in
the
ice
last
tubs right now, but when it's time to come down, they're coming down. So
That's right.
yeah.
Now in this one, the attacker, which is you, automatically goes first. So
Yes,
there's no
sir.
roll off. So we're just going to jump right into it. Before that, though, I do get to pick my hyper adaptation. In this case, obviously, I'm going to pick the one where I get sustained hits against infantry and swarms. So that's everything in your army except for your bikes. Let's go to your turn. Good luck.
Thank you. Back to you.
So we are in the command phase. We both gained a command point, and you have your Oath of Moment, so you get to pick a unit, and your whole army gets to reroll hits and wounds against it. What do you pick?
I am going to go with your boy up there on the platform.
The Screamer Killer?
Yes, sir.
See if you can get some lucky shots off early on.
Yeah, we'll see if I can pop some and then maybe have that hold over into your turn. So if I get a charge against me, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Nice and into the action here in the movement phase. Hellblasters are going to move up and maybe get in range. What's the range of a Hellblaster?
I believe they're down to 18 now.
Oh, okay, so they won't have range or anything.
No.
So Oath of Moment won't matter too much except for maybe Overwatch. While Mike moves, we also got to remember that at the beginning of each player turn, I start by controlling these. Their gestation tally goes up by 1, or down by 1 if they're controlled by the attacker. That does mean that there's no way they get to 6 until at the minimum at the end of turn 3. So it's not like by starting to control them, you're definitely dead. You don't have to get them to 0, you just have to keep them from getting to 6. Deathwing Terminators, making sure they move up the field, waiting for their brothers to teleport in to support them. The shamed Black Knights moving up. No stratagems can ever be used on them, unless I use a stratagem on them. You can't use stratagems on them.
Correct.
So no auto-passing Battle Shock, no Overwatch, no re-rolling anything, no whatever your special stratagems are.
Nope.
None of that. It's a pretty big deal, actually.
Yeah, a lot of the Ravenwing stratagems got taken away anyways, so they're usually supporting themselves. We'll see what happens.
Everything is out of range of shooting, so there's not really a shooting phase to be had. No charges, and that's your turn. It's just a. Did you want to go back and just advance everything then? Because knowing that you're not really going to be in range of shooting.
Yeah, if you would be so gracious as an opponent, yeah.
No, it's fine, because your whole objective is to get to these things.
Yeah.
And so if your first move there's nothing to shoot, there's no reason that you should not have advanced.
Yes, unless I just don't want to take a Tyranid bum rush to the face. That's really my chief concern.
Nothing is too fast.
Yes.
So don't worry about
Let's
that.
advance these boys. Let's do it.
Hellblasters advancing down. Eradicator's trip and only go an extra inch. And the Black Knight's moving up an extra 3 inches. There you go, a little extra movement for everybody. So that's nice and easy. Everything advances forward. Your Deep Strikers can't come in quite yet.
Not yet.
So they'll be next turn.
Absolutely.
Actually, back up, we're playing Crusade. Specifically in the cards, they say that you cannot show up turn 1, but the core rules do not stop that. So you can teleport in turn 1. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. New edition. We're learning. We're having fun. We're in the bunker.
Bring it in.
It's a good time.
Deep striking in his Deathwing
These boys
Knights.
are coming.
And then blam! They teleport in with not Azrael. Do you have a name for your character?
For my ancient?
Oh, no, not for your ancient. Sorry. Azrael is on the other squad way back there. Then not Azrael. Do you have a name for your ancient?
You know what? I call him Chapter Ancient Nas.
Okay. So he's going to teleport there. I'm not going to Overwatch. And you're not within 9 inches of the term against. They have an ability they can move when you get within 9 inches.
Okay.
So now in the shooting phase, let's go back to that. Do they have any guns?
They do not.
Okay, so let's
No.
go to the charge phase. Now they get to reroll charges when they first come in, is that right?
They have that's the Space Marine Terminator Captain that gives that ability, but they will have +1 to their charge rolls from
Because of the enhancement for
Exactly.
the Crusade.
Yes.
That's right. So, they might be a little hurt. They patched up as much as they can, but their armor has some chinks in it, which
Yes.
is why every shot against them is lethal.
But they're feeling a little lighter.
So they need a 9-inch charge, and they get +1 to it. Oh, that's a fail. Did you want to use your one and only command point to re-roll that? Or do you want to stand firm and just kind of block that roadway?
No, I want to get them out of there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So roll it again.
We're going to re-roll, costing my command point.
So, I actually have an ability on my Swarm Lord. that when you use a stratagem, I can make it cost 1 more for the rest of the game. Not the first time you use it, though.
Okay.
So I usually reserve this for Fire Overwatch, but I don't think you have any good Overwatch.
I do not.
So I'm going to use it here. So now any rerolls you want to do will cost you 2 command points.
Oh.
But not this first one.
Okay.
So go ahead. That's just once per game, as long as he's my
Those
warlord.
bugs are nasty.
Yeah. Oh, you made it!
Let's go.
+1.
Let's go.
Goodbye, Termagants. And they charge right into the Termagants. So turn 1, they are right in my face. And yeah, it works that way in Crusade. You just gotta accept that it's different and it's fun. When they get to fight first, they're already pretty much like, obviously you can pile in to make sure these guys are in base contact so that the 2 guys behind them will be able to fight. But that's essentially everybody who's gonna be able to fight.
Yep.
Should be able to fit
5.
1 more. So we got 5 in there, including a flail. So you got 4 guys with maces, 1 with a flail. Who's gonna start?
We will do. Is it okay if we do 2 color dice for?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, cool.
So orange is the mace.
Orange is the flail.
Flail, that's right. So 2's to hit. Go. No rerolls, right?
Nope.
No 6s for the flail.
Nope.
He has sustained hits normally. These are all wounded on 2s, but the orange ones have devastating wounds. No 6s for the orange, but everything else except for 1 gets in there. So 2 of them are automatically dead from the mace or from the flail. The rest I have 6 up saves. Oh, look at that. So we've got only 6, 7, 8 of them died because of the mace. Found your 1 weakness. And that's these little guys. Oh, you know what'd be interesting? What I should have thought of doing was overwatching with the barb gaunts because they give you -2 to your charge.
Oh.
So that could have, because even though I'm only hitting on 6s, as long as 1 of them hits, which they should because they're d6 plus 2 shots each against you, that probably would have been smart. Well, let's do some token attacks back at you. I do have lethal against you because of your battle scar.
Yep.
So I get lethal against you for shooting with the Turbogon nearby, but not normally close combat. So I will have sustained hits and lethal. So maybe I'll get a couple wounds on you. So these are going to be 4s to hit, sustained hits, and lethal. So we've got 3 auto wounds, but I'm going to hold on to them because they're also sustained hits.
Yep.
And then 5s to wound. So we got 4 wounds in total. 2 up saves.
2 ups.
Oh, none get through. You only roll 1s for your attacks, apparently.
Yes.
That's the end of your turn. Now these guys are objective control, what, 3 because of the banner?
No, they're OC1 natively plus 1 from the banner. So
Okay.
they're all effectively 2.
So you got 6 of them on that. So I still have the objective. So
For the moment.
for the moment, yes. My command phase, I'll gain 2 command points because the Swarm Lord gives me an extra 1. Azrael does the same thing, so you still have that extra command point. So I'm up to 3 command points and you're up to 2. The Narrow Tyrant chooses 2 units nearby and they're always in Synapse no matter where they go. So I'll choose a Screamer Killer and also this Carnifex. Also at the beginning of the turn, the gestation tally of these goes up by 1. I still control this one, even though you have OC2. I still have more models on it than you do. And so these are all up to 2. Not below half star. Oh, I'm gonna have the Turbogon regenerate D3 plus 3 of these in my command phase. So we're getting 5 of them back. So only 1 is gone. We're generating 5 of these. This kind of makes me want to leave them in combat with those Terminators and just make you deal with them forever. Because I also have a stratagem I can bring back another D3 plus 3. I'm gonna think about that. I also want to fall them back so that, you know, old One Eye can go in and Carnifex can jump over here and go in, and I can take some shots at them as well. But I'll think about it. My Swarm Lord and Tyrant Guard will advance. He is slowed down a little bit by them. They're just going to start moving up the table and securing this gestation sack. He moves 2 inches faster than them, so I can zip him in there. Carnifex is going to move over here. Although, like I said, I'm tempted to just leave them to their fate of fighting Termagants for all of eternity. They sweep through them and I just keep bringing them back over and over again. Screamer Killer will advance, so 4. And he'll just yell and start moving up this way. Narrow Tyrant will try to keep up with them. That's an 11-inch move. So we're just gonna kind of, whoops. Oh, my new bottles. It's not broken. Just moving up. Thinking about the objective, not getting distracted by the huge distraction squad in the middle. They're scary, but not that scary. Oh, hold on. Yeah, no, their flesh boars are assault, so I will advance them. Ooh, they're fast. They're gonna just start running up the field, securing that gestation sac even more. And the Turvagon will just keep up with their babies. And Old One Eye is going to stare menacingly at them. But we're going to advance him. So we'll go 11 inches. And he's just going to kind of slide up into here. Barb guns don't have any targets right now because they can't shoot into combat. So we're going to move them here so that few of them can fire over at your Raven Wing. Because then it gives a -2 move, advance, and charge. Which is pretty nasty. So we got a little bit of shooting. We're going to start with what I just said, the Barb Gaunts into the Raven Wing Black Knights. So you've got at least 5 models in the unit, so I'm +1 to the number of shots, so D6 +1 each. Yeah, that's a lot. That'll be 13, 14, 15, 16 shots. 4 is to hit. And 6s count as sustained, so that's 4 more. Oh no, your bikes. I don't have sustain against bikes. And then 4 is to wound. So we've got 5 wounds. So 3 up saves, 5 of them. Oh, 2 wounds get through. How many wounds do they have each? 3 or 4?
3, I believe.
Okay, so 1 is injured. They are now disrupted from the specific organisms that they fire at you. So those things are gumming up your tires.
Yes,
so
they are.
They went inside your tires and your -2 move, advance, and charge.
Very rude.
Yes.
Very rude.
Slowing them down. Screamer Killer is going to fire at your not your Eradicators, your Hellblasters. And we did say before they're only 18-inch range, but they're actually 24. They wouldn't have been in range to fire anyways, but so I'm going to scream at them. It's D6 +3 shots with blast, so it's actually +2 more. So it will be only 6 shots. Hitting on 4s, sustained, but there was no 6s, or were no 6s. 2s to wound. All right, we got 4 wounds at -2. 4 up invulnerable save from not Azrael.
From not Azrael.
And I don't kill one, so no Grim Retribution for you. So 1 wound.
Cool.
And I do the death, this is a death scream, so you have to do a battle shock at -1, so 7+.
Here we go.
Oh, they're battle shocked. So that means no stratagems can be used on them, which is actually important because if I did kill one,
Yes.
you had a stratagem that lets them fully fire.
Yes.
So they wouldn't have been able to do that. But either way, they're not able to do that because they didn't kill one.
Yeah.
But they are battle shocked. So I'll have the Termagants fire at them now. Now I don't have to worry about Grim Retribution, which allows him to fire back. So everybody who's in the 18-inch range I can see will fire. Got 9 shots hitting on 4s, lethal and sustained. So we got 1 wound already. 4s to wounds, we got 5 wounds in total. 3 up saves. And we do kill one and injure another. You're killing one. Now Hellblasters have a built-in rule that on a 3+ they get to fire when they die. And it injured him. 3+.
We got a Hellblaster.
3+. He does get to fire. So you got you're overcharging obviously because you're already dead, and it ignores the overcharge blowing up other guys. 3s to hit. So you
1
got
goes
1
through.
hit. And you're looking at 5s to wound, strength 8. Unfortunately nothing. And then he dies. Yeah, well, that's not first blood. You killed Termagants.
Oh, that's true.
But they came back.
I was gonna say, is it really first blood if they come back? Yeah.
Well, they didn't come back. She just birthed new ones.
Ah, so these are different than the ones that I killed. These are new ones. Okay.
You get to kill many Termagants, not the same ones over.
Gotcha.
It's not Necrons. They actually do come back.
Yes.
Whereas these ones, no, they're generating new ones. I have no charge. Oh no, I do have a charge. I'm gonna have Old One Eye charge into your Terminators. This might be this Carnifex charge into your Terminators. This might be a bad idea. Might just be better for me to leave them to fight the Termagants for all of eternity, but we'll charge anyways. I'm here to have fun, not play tactically. And he's barely in. He was just within 6 inches. So he charges in, and he does gain fight first, unlike the poor Screamer Killer whose brain is addled too much to do so. All right, you ready for this?
Yes, I am.
Because nobody else is charging, so I'm just going to pile in and get in base contact with, doesn't really matter because you can just put in base contact and have at least 4, probably 5 fight him.
Yep.
Actually, before that, I will spend 2 of my 3 command points on Adrenal Surge. I can choose 2 units within Synapse range, and they do critical hits on a 5+. Now this is important because I already get sustained hits against you, and because of their Battle Scar, I also get lethal against you. So I will have the Termagants and the Carnifex have critical hits on a 5+ now. And then you're going to spend how many command points?
1 CP for Unforgiven Fury. Until the end of the phase, weapons equipped by models in the Deathwing Knights unit have the lethal hits abilities.
Ooh. So you're going to we're all lethal. Everybody's lethal.
It's a lethal game.
Yes. We'll start with his Crushing Claws, which unfortunately are not rerolling because Old One Eye is not able to join them right now. So 4s to hit, lethal, and sustained. So that's an automatic wound, and I still get to roll it again because it's sustained. These are strength 12, so we're looking at 2s to wound. Oh, so we got 2 wounds at -3 AP, so you're invuln.
Okay.
4 up, invulnerable save. Oh, they both get through, and re-rolling costs you 2 command points now. Do you really want to spend your 2 to re-roll one of those?
How many damage each for the attack?
D6 plus 1, so in this case D6, because you're -1. So I have to roll 4 or higher to just straight up kill one.
I want them to hang around, and I will get CP back in my next turn, so I am going to re-roll.
Oh, you're going to spend both
One of
command
those.
points to re-roll.
Hey, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Oh! That's what I get. On camera. I'm
Yeah,
glad we
on
got
camera.
that.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, see you later. But none of them are injured, so I'll roll these one at a time. I got to roll 4 plus
Yes.
because I get +1 and you're -1. Nope. So it's 1 damage. There, I kill 1.
Kill 1.
Yeah, just 1. And then I got 2 attacks with my extra scything talons, hitting on 4s. Oh, nothing. Okay, so I just killed 1 with him. Man, he has so much potential, but you're like tough as nails. 1 guy dies, and he doesn't fight on death or anything.
No.
Okay. So that's all of the fight first. So now you get to fight with the Terminators before I fight with the Termagants.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you've got 5 that have to go for the Carnifex, and 4 that have to go for the Termagants, and you have 1 mace that gets to turn and go like, who do I hit?
You know what? He's a big game hunter. He's
All
going
right,
after
so you're
the
going to
big
make
boy.
sure you kill the Carnifex.
Yes, precisely.
Well, I think with that many guys, you're going to kill the Carnifex.
Yeah. So
The Hive Mind says that the Carnifex must survive, so it turns on a rapid regeneration. So now he has a 5-up, feel no pain. I'm probably still going to die, but if I can keep him just alive, that would be nice. One more round of swinging at you would be nice. Okay, the white dice hit on 2s, the blue are the ancient, they hit on 3s.
yes, sir.
And everything is lethal.
Everything's lethal.
Only 2 6s though, so those are auto wounds. The whites wound on 5s, the blues on 4s. The blues have devastating. So no devastating, but it looks like a bunch. I get 6 3-up saves, damage 2. Take your time. 1 gets through, that's 2 damage so far. And then 2
At
4-up saves.
Yep,
at
minus
2
2
damage.
too.
All right, so 3 total get through, that's 6 damage. So you wouldn't have killed him. So I guess it wasn't overdoing it. 5 up, feel no pain. Oh, only 1 of those. So I lose 5 out of 8 of my wounds. And then the attacks into the Termagants, everything hit on 2s, lethal, and sustained as well on the
These
the blues.
ones,
Wow. And 1 automatic wound. Just remember now that I actually criticaled on a 5+. I don't know if I rolled any 5s. We're too far past it
We
now.
can check the footage.
Nah, it's fine.
All right.
Choose to wound. And that is devastating. So that just does 3 mortal wounds.
Yep.
And then I do have saves against the other ones. 3 6-up saves. So 1 gets through. So that's 4, 5, 6 die, just like last time. All right, so 6 of them go down. I'm going to remember that these guys critical hits on 5+, because that just means every 5 is a wound. Maybe I can nick a few more wounds off of you. 10 Termagants attacking back, hitting on 4s. 5s and 6s are lethal and sustained. So we've got 4 automatic wounds. And all these missed, so I just picked these all up again because they're sustained. So we're looking at 5s to wound. So 4 wounds. 2-up saves, nice and easy. Hey, they got 1. Damages 1 of your guys. How humiliating. The Termagant. Then the Carnifex will just be like 7 damage.
Yes.
And then just finish it. It won't have mattered. Okay, well, that's the end of my turn. I'm still holding all 3 objectives, so they're all going to go up to 3 gestation points in a second. But that is it. Let's go to battle round 2. All of the gestation sacks are still in my control, so they all tick up to 3. Remember, when they get to 6, well, if 2 of them get to 6, I automatically win. And if 1 of them ends at 6 or more, I win at the end of the game. So let's go to your command phase. You get 2 command points, and I get 1, because
Yep.
you got a not as real there. What's your Oath of Moment target going to be?
You know what? I have some ideas.
That's good.
I'm going to put it on these boys.
On these Termagants?
Yes.
Interesting choice.
Yep.
So now you're re-rolling hits and wounds
Hit
against
some
them.
wounds, yep.
You're tired of the swarms holding the gestation sacks?
Precisely.
Doing too good a job.
CP.
Movement phase. 1 CP on what?
Intractable
What does that do?
on the blob. They can fall back and charge.
Okay, so you're gonna fall back, allowing lots of things to shoot at them, charge back in and get strike first. Your bikes are disrupted from the barb gaunt, so they can only move 10 inches now. And they're -2 to charge.
Yes, they are.
But they're not here to charge, they're here to fire a crap ton of plasma guns.
Yeah.
Terminators are falling back. They're not really falling back, they're more just like taking a couple steps
They're collecting
backwards
themselves.
and then pushing back again. Spartans!
Yes, precisely.
Over here, what do we got for movement?
We are just going to move the Hellblasters normally up their native 6 inches because I don't want to quite get into it with you yet.
But you want to get lots of shots.
Exactly.
Are they rapid fire too?
They are, I believe they are, yes,
Rapid fire.
rapid fire too. Let me double check.
Sorry, I
the
meant
data
rapid
sheet.
fire as well. Are they rapid fire
Oh,
as well?
TOO.
Yes.
Yes, I believe they are. I'll double check that again, getting used to the 10th edition data sheets here, but
Yeah, okay. I will spend my 1 command point, and the Neuro Tyrant is going to overwatch into them. It's a torrent, no cover allowed, 3 damage shot. Those 2d6 auto hits. All right, average. Strength 5, so we're looking at 3s to wound. Got 4 of them. They're -1, 3 damage. So 4 4-up saves. Ooh, 1, 2, 3 of them dead. Why don't you roll those right away to see if they get to fire on death on a 3+. All of them get to fire. One of them has to be that guy, and then another 2 of your choice.
and then I'm going to do these 2.
So the 3 of them are going to fire where?
I'm going to put them into,
Your Oath of Moment Termagants?
yes.
Okay. Yeah, so they're not rapid fire. They're assault and heavy.
Yes.
So 6 shots hitting on 3s, because we didn't remain stationary. Re-rolling because of Oath of Moment. Does 6s do anything? No.
They're sustained hits.
They are sustained.
From Azrael, yes.
Okay, so 2 more hits then.
Yep.
And then 2s to wound. Re-rolling if you get any ones. Nope, that's 8 dead. Dead Termagants. Yeah, cover doesn't matter because these are -3 AP, so even with cover I don't get a save. So we're going to kill 8 of them. We're going to start at the back. We're going to make sure we stay within 6 inches of our Turbogon so that we can birth more and also have Synapse. But I also want to make sure I hold that objective. And just in case you're wondering why we're not rolling the hazardous thing for the supercharging, they ignore that when they're fighting, when they're shooting on death, because they're already dead. Eradicators moved up as well.
Yep.
And then you still have these 5 Terminators
Yep.
way in the back, wondering
Yep.
where they're supposed to go.
They're just going to be advancing up into the muck.
Moving up 8 inches in the end. Second wave of Terminators for me to deal with. Well, you're starting to push through the Termagants, so. And with a charge back in here, you might be able to kill a lot more. Okay, so shooting phase, where are we starting?
Eradicators into this handsome gentleman.
Into the Screamer Killer?
Yep.
Okay. We got 2 Melta rifles and a multi-Melta, so hit on 3s and 4s. So we've got hit and miss and miss. So against monsters, they reroll hits, wounds, and damage. So reroll those 2 white dice.
Very spicy.
And they both hit. They all wound on 4s, re-rolling. Re-roll, those white dice don't want to do it. They're like, no! And you're like, yes! And that's
No,
like,
they really
no.
don't.
And these are -4 AP. You get a 6-up save from each of these. And how much damage are they going to be? D6?
D6.
Re-rolling, right?
Re-rolling.
So as long as if I pass one of these, you can't kill them.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. I got no re-rolls there. So 2d6 damage, re-rolling either or, because they're actually each individual d6s.
Yes.
So go ahead and just roll them both. Or you might do, ooh. You want to re-roll both, or one at a or just the one?
How many wounds does he have?
He has 10. Oh, you got to re-roll both then.
I'm going to reroll both. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey.
You need to get 10 or higher.
I love being embarrassed on camera, so here we go. Oh. 2. Show me a 6.
5 damage total. Well, you got him down to half his wounds. He's down to 5 out of 10. Now your erratic or your Hellblasters. What's their target? The Oath of Momented Termagants
Yes,
or the
they are.
injured Screamer Killer?
No, I believe we're going to split fire here. I'm going to put the blasters into these little boys, and then I'm going to put Count as Azrael into that handsome gentleman. Try and finish him off.
Okay. So Azrael first, 2s to hit. They both hit, and you're looking at 5s to wound. But they're devastating, so if you roll 6s, they'll be mortals.
Let's go. Oh, no.
It's not 6s.
No, that's the opposite of that.
So you're not going to overcharge the Hellblasters, so I'll have a little bit of cover because of that. But you're still looking at 3s to hit re-rolling, 2s
Yep.
to wound re-rolling. So
Yep.
you're gonna do a lot of damage here.
Here we go.
Re-roll. Yeah, so 6s are sustained. So re-roll those 3.
Yep. These 3, yep. These are my hits.
And rerolled. 2s to wound. Rerolling. Oh!
Jeez, ones are hot today.
Okay, so we got 11. 7 of them have cover, 6 up saves. Made 2 of them, so I can keep going. Okay, there we go. And there's 2 more left. So, killed 9 of them. Well, you're pulling them off the objective, because I have to keep these 3 alive to keep them in synapse. Well, the synapse is already there, but to keep them in birthing range in case they decide to use a turbogun on them. So you pulled them off the objective, that's for sure. And then down this lane, we've got the bikes who will open fire on these termagants, really trying to thin the objective grabbers. 3s to hit, no rerolls. 2s to wound. Oh, that's a few. We've got 7 of them in cover, 6 up save, only 1 passes, and is now dead. So 8 of them die. Pull the ones out of cover, obviously. And then, yeah. We're down to 5 and 3. What are these Terminators going to fire at?
2 storm bolters into these last remaining boys.
What about the missile launcher?
I don't think he can see anything that's worth firing the missile launcher at.
Well, don't you get to fire both the storm bolter and the missile
Oh,
launcher?
is that how that works in 10th now?
Well, hold on, let's double check.
Okay.
So the frag launcher is going to get 2d6 plus 1 shot, so roll that. But plus 1 because I have 5 guys left, so we got 8 shots. Combine those with the bolters, 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. Oh, golly. So 3 wounds. Got cover, so 4 up saves. So 2 more die. So I'll put the ones that were in cover. Ooh. Gotta be careful if you're charging through my guys. Wasn't thinking of that as I was pulling them all away. You still have to declare those targets though, and then risk a longer charge.
Going to charge
Declare your targets.
these boys and this boy.
All right. You can just move them in.
Okay.
You can't fail that charge, and even a minimum charge to get as far as you want.
I would say just so I can be flexible, or should I
Sure,
push
sure,
him
go
back?
ahead, roll it.
Yeah, just be coach.
8 inches.
Yeah.
No, 9, because you get plus 1.
That's right.
Yeah. So they're able to get in, and you just don't have to worry about measuring.
First.
That's it. So we go to the fight phase. We've got, well, these 3 have to attack Termagants.
Yep.
You got 4 that have to go against him, and he has a choice.
Yes,
So what's his choice?
I'm going to put his choice into him.
So we got 5 on him,
Yep.
3 on them.
Yep.
So into the Termagants, hitting on 2s.
2s.
Oh, sustained hit, so that makes up for that 1. 2s to wound. 6s on the oranges are lethal.
Oh.
That's okay, because that kills them all. That 1/6 killed them all. That was 3 mortal wounds. So you got them. Took a bit of work, but you got them. And now the 5.
Yep. 5 maces.
2s to hit with the maces. We got 1/1 and a die that's taking its time. That's not going to be a 1.
That's a 6.
Now 5s to wound. You got to do pretty well on this.
Here we go. Swing back.
Or
baby.
average. Average will do it too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4. I got 4 3 up saves. I got to fail 2 of them to die. No rerolls. I don't die. Oh, he's a little resilient. Oh, that die is actually sticking to the resin. Down to 1. Okay, my turn to fight back.
Yep.
4 crushing claw attacks, hitting on 4s. 6s are sustained and lethal. So we only got 1 hit. 2s to wound. All right, that's a wound. 4 up invuln. Oh, you failed it again. D6 damage. Normally plus 1, but you're minus
Yep.
1.
That 1 winked.
So that guy dies.
Yes,
he was
sir.
He was already down to 3 wounds.
Yep.
Then I have my 2 scything talons. Also hitting on 4s. Sustained and lethal. Not critically on 5s, because that was a stratagem. And 3s to wound. Yeah, because you're toughness 5. There we go. 4 up invuln. Oh, yeah. Now these are normally 3 damage, so 2 damage. So it drops one of them to 2. He's still a pretty beefy unit there. Like, I'm chipping away. It's like, that's another Terminator.
Yep.
We're going into my turn too.
Yep.
A little bit of consolidation here.
Just pushing him in.
At the end of your turn, I think we'll have to double check, but you might be holding that objective now. You got a few guys on it, but we'll have to count up all of the OC around here. And I have to
Yes.
see if he gets battle shock too.
Yep.
Although it's at the beginning of the turn that determines. So it's right now we got to look at who controls it to see if it'll tick up in a second. So you've got 12 objective control on it, and I've got 11. So you are now in control of that, which means on the next turn it's going to tick down.
Praise be. Praise the Emperor.
So So this one ticks up. This one ticks down. And this one ticks up. Because I continue controlling these, even if I don't have guys nearby.
Okay.
I get 2 command points. My Neuro Tyrant chooses 2 units to stay in Synapse no matter what. They have to be within a certain range, so we'll choose a Screamer Killer the Termagants. Then we got to do Battle Shock on the Termagants and the Carnifex. Termagants here on an 8+. They pass. Carnifex an 8+. I'm rolling 3 dice because they're in Synapse, and that's my Tyranid rule. He passes as well, but he wouldn't have. No 2 of those dice would have passed, so Synapse saves them. Tervagon's obviously going to bring back D3 plus 3 from them automatically, so we got 4 back. Put them in coherency with the existing unit. Screamer Killer is going to move up. Did you want to Overwatch?
I would, please.
So, because these guys can re-roll everything, and now they're in Melta range too.
Yes,
so Eradicators will Overwatch. So they're all hitting on 6s, so just roll to see if you hit on 6s. Oh, you don't even need to re-roll. Re-roll those 2 right away.
Yep.
He's probably already dead. 4 is to wound re-rolling. I think you're going to get him. Re-rolling, as long as you fail that one, then probably not. Oh, okay. You can still kill him though. I get a 6-up save. Okay, so he's got 5 wounds left. So, 5 up.
Get hot for me, please.
Reroll?
The 6 winged, though. Okay.
Brought him down to 1 wound. Now, that still gives you hope because
Yes.
he lost his charge bonus. So when he charges in, he doesn't fight first.
We should just be able to backhand him.
Maybe.
Just-
He's got a 2-up save and a
little-
toughness 9, so...
Just 1.
But it gives you hope, is all
Gives
I'm
me
trying to
hope,
say,
yes.
before he eats everything. But he's not alone. Tyrant Guard with the Neuro Tyrant are coming up too. And the Neuro Tyrant gives them +1 to hit, which makes up for their Crushing Claws. Termagants here are just going to scuttle and hide in this ruin and hold that objective. That's their job now. They don't really have any good purpose. Maybe slowly the Tervagon will bring them back and then they'll pop out later in the game with tons of models. I'm going to leave the Carnifex in combat. Because the Screamer Killer does not get fight first when it charges, it'll force Mike to choose whether he wants to try to finish off the Screamer Killer or definitely finish off the Carnifex. Screamer Killer is more scary though, so that's a hard choice. And I don't want to know what his choice will be because we're just going to keep going. We deemed before the game began that we can move through this overhead thing because I actually wanted to make it higher, but we didn't have enough terrain to do that. So we're just going to be moving the Swarm Lord this way. Now tell me that's not a scary shot. Swarm Lord ducking underneath the overhang and stepping out with the Tyrant Guard around him. Old One Eye is going to make sure he does not miss this charge. Actually, yeah, what I'm going to do... Oh, I can't. He won't be able to fit. So he's just going to move as close as possible. The Barb Gaunts, I want them to be used to help hold the objective, but if they stand still, they'll hit better. Although they're not going to do much damage. They're more about slowing you down. And now that we're all close and comfy, it might not be as important. So, you know what? I'm going to hold them still. That way they can fire down this lane at the Black Knights and get hitting on 3s. Maybe I can do some damage there. And the Tervagon is going to move up here, mainly because I need to protect the next Gestation Sac, because these Terminators are going to start pushing through. I don't think Old One Eye is going to hold them all off. Because I think what's going to... I need the Swarm Lord to go after them, and Old One Eye to help here. Just kind of keep them busy. And then the Tervagon needs to protect this flank. And I think between these two I can hold off the Eradicators and the Hellblasters. But we'll see. It's only turn 2. Let's go to shooting. I'm going to start with the Neuro Tyrant, and he's going to look at... It's not a hard choice. I want to kill the Hellblasters, but they fire back and they'll kill him. But I'm going to kill them anyways in the charge. So let's just do it. This is a hard choice.
I think I'm gonna shoot back either way.
What, the Eradicators shoot back?
Yes.
Is that a built-in thing?
No, that's
I thought it was a stratagem.
The stratagem is for doing anything.
But that's a stratagem, and you're out of command points, so I don't have to worry about the Eradicators fighting back.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to fire at the Eradicators. Because I still have the Screamer Killer to fire too. So we'll start him, because he's damage 3. So firing at the Eradicators. Then I can just charge into your Hellblasters. Yep. 2d6 auto hits. Only 5. 4 is to wound, because they're toughness 5. So we got 2 of them. 4 saves. 1 of them dies, damage 3. And just a reminder, that's my Crusade enhancement that he got +1 damage. Normally he's only damage 2.
Okay.
1 Eradicator goes down. And then I'm going to scream with him. This is more about trying to battle shock than anything else. Yeah, I can't shoot them because then he dies. One shot back, one tap back likely kills him. No, not likely, but well, it can, and that would be a big deal. So I'm going to scream at them. D6 plus 3 shots. 4s to hit. Oh, sustained. That's 9 hits. 3s to wound. 5 up saves against these. So 1 definitely dies. 1 dies, exactly. All right. Eradicator's eradicated. Turbigon can't see anything to shoot. Barb Gaunts, we'll come back to them. They're going to do the Swarm Lord. He's going to do a Psychic Blast into the bikes.
Okay.
D6 plus 3 Torrent, so auto hits. Ooh, 8 auto hits. 4s to wound. 4 wounds. 4 up saves, because it's -1. 2 get through, 2 damage each. So it kills the one in the back and injures another one. Which one is it going to be injured?
I think it wouldn't, like, you're going to make that charge regardless, so
I'm going to try.
I'm just going to put him... Actually, I'm gonna put it in the front. So it was 2 wounds?
Yeah, so he's down to one left.
1. Cool.
Barb Gaunts. This is a hard one. I'm going to split fire. I'm going to put 1 of them into the Terminators and the other 4 into the Black Knights. 1 into the Terminators will be D6 plus 1 shot because of blast, so 7 shots. Hitting on 3s because it's heavy and they remain stationary. No sustained hits. Your Terminators are now slowed down.
Okay.
4s to wound them. Strength 5. 2 up saves. Nobody injured, but they're slowed down.
Okay.
Against the bikes, they're D6 plus 1 shots each. 3s to hit. Sustained. 4s to wound. Strength 5. Ooh, that's a few. 8 3-up saves. Let's see if it does it. Yeah, kills the guy, injures the next. Kills him, injures the next, down to 2 wounds. We forgot Battle Shock on the Eradicator at -1, so 7 plus. Not shocked, barely. Swarm Lord and his posse are going to multi-charge. We're going to charge into the bikes and into your Terminators. No problem. So we're going to bring the Swarm Lord in touch right there. This Tyrant Guard will have to come up here and touch, and the other ones will come through. And in they go. That melange. Back here, Old One Eye is going to charge. I'm not going to bother rolling it because right here is just fine. And he goes. So I've already kind of measured bases, and the Screamer Killer can't fit past this guy to get them. So he's being alive is protecting the Hellblasters from his charge. So I'm actually going to leave him where he is, and I'm going to have the Neuro Tyrant and the Tyrant Guard declare a multi-charge in these 2. So now I'll need a 5-inch charge. I made it. Yeah, unfortunately, it leaves the Screamer Killer behind. Don't get to see him in combat, which I really wanted to. But those Hellblasters are too darn powerful to be left to their own devices. So we're just coming up like this. That's all my charges. Now the question is, do I spend 2 command points to turn on critical hits for 2 units? Yeah, let's do it. Old One Eye and this unit, they're both in Synapse because of the Turbigon. And so, I could give it to the Swarm Lord as well, but they get lethal against these guys. But Old One Eye is already strength 14, so you don't really need lethal. Dang it. Well, I definitely want to put it on the Tyrant Guard, just make sure we mull through that. Oh, it wouldn't matter on the Swarm Lord. It doesn't work against bikes. Okay, Old One Eye and the Neuro Tyrant and this Tyrant Guard. You don't have any command points, so you can't interrupt. So we're going to start with Old One Eye into your Terminators. I'll be happy if he kills 2. The Old One Eye, I can switch between a strike and a sweep. He's obviously going to strike against Terminators. So we're hitting on 3s. And 5s and 6s are lethal and sustained. Oh! Okay, so we pull these out. We've got 3 auto wounds. We'll stick those over there. And 4 more attacks that wound on 2s because they're strength 14. So we got 6 wounds in total at -3, D6 plus 1 damage. 4 up invulnerable save. Oh no! Mike!
Yep.
What happened?
I like the pan up from the dice box right into my face.
I had to get that reaction.
These dice are as cold as this room is right now.
Oh no! Now maybe I'll roll really badly because I get D6 plus 1 damage each, and you're -1 damage.
Yeah.
So I could just keep rolling 1s and 2s, and only a couple guy dies.
The fact that we have this many 1s and 2s means that you're not going to roll that many. So
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Let's do that now. I got my 6 dice, one at a time. You're all healthy, right? Is anybody injured?
One.
So one guy has 2 wounds left. So this first one, as long as I don't roll a 1, it kills the Terminator. Oh, I wasted a 5. So he's dead. Hold on, don't take anything yet. So now I need 4s. Oh, there's the 1. Now I need a 3. No! Okay, so that next one automatically kills. So that's 2 dead. Come on, let's kill 2 more. No, that kills 1 more. So we killed 3. I said 2. I got 3.
Okay.
So I can't really complain, right?
Yep.
So 3 of them die. And he has to be one of them. That could have been way worse. It could have easily killed 4 or 5 after you filled all those invulns. Mike's having a hard time deciding who to kill.
Yes.
Like I'm pretty sure I can finish off a Carnifex with 1 wound, but. Let's go to the Swarm Lord and this Tyrant Guard now. I think I really need to kill the bikes. So the Swarm Lord obviously into the bikes. I actually have a choice because they're all touching. And I will put, screw it. I'm putting everything into the bikes because these Tyrant Guard are not going to kill Terminators. And so they're all touching the Swarm Lord who's touching one of the bikes. Let's kill them all. So 8 attacks from the Swarm Lord with his Bone Sabers. 2s to hit. No, 6s don't do anything. There's 3 1s in there. What the heck? Strength 9, so 3s to wound, twin linked. I'm glad I put the Tyrant Card with them. Oh no! So -2, 3 damage. So every 5-up save you fail is a dead guy. So 3 of them.
3 5-ups?
Yeah, but they're 5-ups, so you should be able to pass these, right? Not like the 4-ups. let's see. Oh, 2 bikes die.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad I decided that the Tyrant Guard would help because that was pretty pathetic. And yeah, obviously you want to pull them out of combat so they can zip around. And as long as they're not battle shocked, grab that objective. Bunch of Silent Talons and Running Claws. 3s to hit. 6s are not sustained because these are bikes. 4s to wound. Well, I'm not killing them. Even if you fail all these saves, they're still alive. 4-up saves. Only 1 wound.
There it is.
The hardest thing to kill in your army is the thing that does not have the infantry keyword. So one of them loses the wound. I'm going to pile in now, or consolidate. So I'm going to pile in. He's already touching here, so I know it doesn't look like it, so he can't consolidate any further. So I'm going to consolidate up. I have to get into base contact with the Terminator, so I don't think...
Not in engagement range, yep.
Well, we'll measure that, but I'm pretty darn certain the answer is no.
Yeah.
Not an engagement. Look at that little barrel of Tyrant Guard. I'm standing far back while Mike checks if that's within an inch.
And I want to just say that we're both gentlemen here.
Yes, and so you tell me, and if you say I'm more than an inch, we will move on, and I will not measure off camera.
It is just out.
Oh, you're not in engagement.
Out.
Yeah. All right, you were saved by the rules.
We'll let the comment section decide. They can.
No, you can't. You can't measure on the screen. Somebody's going to then take a screenshot and do some awesome.
Oh, you know they will. It's the internet.
If you do that, I want to see the video proof. And then over here, and of course none of that matters if they battle shock.
Yep.
Over here we've got the Tyrant Guard. So we're going to basically move up. We're going to put 2 Tyrant Guard into your Hell Blasters and the other Tyrant Guard and the Neuro Tyrant into the Eradicator. We'll do the 1 Tyrant Guard to the Eradicator first. I do get +1 to hit from the Neuro Tyrant, so we're hitting on 3s. With Crushing Claws. Ooh, that's 4 hits. Nope, they're sustained. Sorry, they're criticals on 5s. It's 5 hits. Strength 8, so 3s to wound your Eradicator. Oh my goodness! Go. What is going on?
It's swinging back. It's mathematics.
It's all math. And then the other 2 into the Hell Blasters. Hitting on 3s. There's a sustained, so we'll get 1 more. We'll make up for that 1 miss. 2s to wound these chumps. There's only 1, so 5 wounds at -2.
So 5 5s?
Yeah, 5 5-up saves. Each failed as a dead Hell Blaster.
Getting to shoot on a 3-up.
Can they shoot if they're in combat?
Oh, it has to be eligible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 4 of them die.
Okay.
So 4 of them died, so on a 3+ they can shoot their plasma pistol because they're in close combat. So 2 of them can shoot, so just go do that right now. 3s to hit, nice and simple. 1 of them hits, and strength 8, so 3s to wound. So overcharge means I have a 6-up, and you do 2 damage, right? So 1 of them gets wounded. 4 of them die. Yuck. But the Eradicator stayed.
Yes, to hang out in combat and not shoot.
Yeah. I can't consolidate into your Hell Blasters because it would pull me out of coherency because these 2 guys are in base contact with the Eradicator. So it actually still keeps them out, but, just a couple of them left. The Neuro Tyrant never actually attacked because I thought he would kill him. So let's do the Neuro Tyrant into Eradicator.
Okay. 6
attacks, hitting on 2s, which is a +1. Sustains, that makes up for the 1. 4s to wound. 4 wounds, I could kill you. They're 0 AP though. 3 up saves. And he takes a wound, but does not die. That's all of my fight first. So obviously want to do your Terminators next, so you can try to finish off the Carnifex. But the question is, as you consolidate and stuff, or pile in I should say, how are you going to allocate stuff? So basically 2 into him, 3 into him, and he has a choice. Where does he go?
I'm gonna go 3 and 3.
Okay, so you're hoping those 3 finish off that Carnifex. I can't turn on Feel No Pain, I have no command points
They should.
left. Okay. You got the Thunderhammer and 2 of the maces. Hitting on 3s and 2s. 6s are not anything special, right?
Nope.
Okay, so just those 2 1s miss. Hammer wounds on 4s, the rest on 5s.
4s and 5s.
You only have to do 1 to kill him. Well, no, it's okay. The Thunderhammer's devastating.
Devastating
so he's
wounds,
dead.
yep.
He's dead right there. 2
Cool.
mortal wounds. On a 6, Deadly Demise. Hey, 1 mortal wound back. Now, do you have protection against mortal
I have
wounds?
a 6 up from the banner.
Okay, 6 up against mortal wounds. You take a mortal wound. So the Carnifex is dead. And now the attack's into Old One Eye. Now 3 maces into Old One Eye. 2s to hit. 1 misses. 5s to wound. Ooh, only 1. 3 up save. And he's fine. Well, that's that fight. Your guys finally punched through the Carnifex, which now they can consolidate, make sure you have everybody on the objective, right?
Yes, sir, please.
And that will mean, because otherwise we have these 2, which I think is 6 in total. And now you have 2 for each guy. Unless they get battle shocked, which right now they can't be, but I can still do my once per game thing. Now you can fight back. Or do you want to start with the Terminators here, or the Eradicator there?
I mean, there's no interrupting, doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't matter. So what do you feel like doing?
Fighting at my leisure. You know what? This is going to be more fun, so I'd rather get this over with.
Eradicator.
Yeah.
So 3s to hit. And then you're looking at 5s to wound. Nope, 6s. They're toughness 8. I didn't realize they're toughness 8. Holy cow.
Nothing.
Now the Terminators.
We will.
All 5 of them are in. Now, Lightning Claws first, hitting on 3s. No rerolls or bonuses here, is that
Nope.
right? 5s to wound, but twin links, so rerolling. Rerolling. So we got 4 so far. 5 up saves. So they're 1 damage each, so that kills a Tyrant card. Lightning Claws go right through 1. Power Fists, hitting on 3s. No rerolls. Ooh, they all hit. Strength 8, so 4s to wound. Not bad, we got 4 wounds. 5 up saves. Kills another Tyrant guard and brings 1 down to 2. You're working through them.
Yep.
Then the basic power weapon on the Sergeant. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound. That's not going to be enough to kill one. 5 up. And it doesn't kill it. Okay, so you killed 2.5 Tyrant guards. And that's all of our combat. Whew. That was a bloody turn.
Yeah.
Killing 3 Terminators, but losing the Carnifex, which I expected. Losing a couple Tyrant Guard. Killing 2 Eradicators and a bunch of Hellblasters. A lot of your bikes went down, and they're disrupted. So they're -2 to their movement, advance, and charge. And yeah, Old One Eye is stuck in now, still at his full health, but you are in control of this objective, so it's going to tick back down, but the other 2 are going to tick up. And that's a problem. Not that I don't think I'm going to get to 6 on 2 of them, but it's going to be hard for you to push through to this one.
That's my thinking here. I'm wondering mathematically, is it possible?
Well, we're only going to turn 3.
Yes.
So yes, totally possible.
Yes.
To get there. You just got to push through a little faster.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm wondering if you have enough left to push through fast enough.
Yeah.
But let's find out. So this one ticks up to 5. It's pulsating even more. This one goes down to 1 though as you keep punching it and hitting it with your maces. And this one goes up to 5 as well. You got to choose your Oath of Moment again. Who's it going to be? Swarm Lord, Old One Eye. You got lots of choices.
I think I'm going on these boys right here.
The Swarm Lord.
Yep.
Okay, Oath of Momented.
Yep.
And spending a command point.
We are going to fall those gentlemen back
And they can still charge.
and still charge.
So they look over, they can see that this gestation sac is not doing well. It's oozing all sorts of ichor from their hits. But they look over and this one looks like something's about to pop out. They can see like a head of something starting to push against the side. And so they're gonna fall back and head in that direction. While these ones yell for the chapter, for the Emperor. Or not, maybe not for the Emperor, for your guys.
I mean, they're doing it for the love of the game.
That's right, and they're going to try to take on the Swarm Lord. So maybe between those two, you can start to push through. So your bikes are going to move around towards this one. They get -2 move and advance, so roll your advance. So that's 4, so they're moving 14 inches. So 10-inch move, so you're good. You're going to grab that objective now. Yeah, so they serve, oh, wait.
Battle shock?
Battle shock.
Yes, sir.
6+ on the bikes. They're not shocked.
Yep.
And the Eradicator, 6+. The Eradicator is not battle shocked, and they're not below half strength yet.
Nope.
I am going to use my once per game ability, Shadow in the Warp, which makes your entire army make battle shock tests, because that could make a huge difference for these guys, those guys, and because the Neuro Tyrant is on the table, they're all at -1, so they're all 7+.
My knights, they, even if they're battle shocked, due to Grim Resolve, they'll still be at OC1.
Right, but that'll still be lower, and it make it easier for me to grab this objective back.
Yep.
Let's call it out. Bikes, 7+. They're battle shocked. They can't grab that objective. Not yet.
Yes.
Your Terminators that are fighting the Swarm Lord, are they battle shocked? 7+. Go.
Would it make sense for me to re-roll that battle shock test? But that would cost me 2 CP, and then I can't use the fallback stratagem.
It's not the battle shock phase.
Oh, this is
only
just
works in the battle shock phase. I do it anytime in your command phase.
Gotcha.
So I'm not doing it in your battle shock
Okay.
phase. So your Terminators, 7+. They're battle shocked. Now your Deathwing Knights, 7+. They're battle shocked. This is the first time it's worked so well. Thank you, Mike.
And again, thank you for putting the camera right in my face as I'm blowing it.
Eradicators. Oh. The Eradicator is not battle shocked, and the Hellblasters. Battle shocked. Everybody but the singular Eradicator in your army is now battle shocked. So nobody can hold an objective except for them, because they're OC1. And the Eradicator, but let's face it, he's not holding.
So for quick clarifying question, Grim Resolve for the whole army, when a unit is battle shocked.
Oh, it's your Grim Resolve is for the whole army?
For the whole army, so they have 1 still.
Okay, so they can still grab that
these
objective.
guys are just down to 1.
Oh, so the one time I actually get it to work,
Yes.
it doesn't matter as much.
Yes.
But do you know where it will matter?
Tell me.
When these guys fall back, they have to roll to see if they die.
Yes.
Because when you fall back and you're battle shocked, you roll a die for each guy, and on 1 they die.
Sure.
So now these guys advance. They can still grab the objective, though. I did all of that just so I could
Yes.
stop them. I forgot that you're Grim Resolve.
So Dark Angels don't get battle shocked; they get battle stoked.
Right.
That's what
their battle.
happens.
So they're going to grab that objective.
Yep.
So these guys are going to fall back, but because they're battle shocked, they do have to do a desperate escape. So we're going to roll a die for each of them. On a 1 or 2, you lose a guy. So 6 dice, 1s or 2s, kills a guy.
Come on, get hot. Get hot.
Oh, I think you're good.
Get hot.
Look at that.
Get hot. Let's go. Let's go.
And then they're just going to head over. They're like, no, only in death does duty end. We are Grim stoked.
Yes.
Sorry, battle stoked.
Battle stoked.
Whatever it was.
You heard it here first on MiniWarGaming. Battle stoked.
Shooting phase, where do you want to start?
I was thinking not to grab the camera away from you, but I was going to start right here, actually.
Okay. You can fire it. It is a monster unit because
Yep.
at least one model in the unit has the monster keyword. It'd be -1 to hit, though.
-1
but
to hit.
re-rolling, but in +1 to hit, because you get +1 as
Yes, sir.
Deathwing Terminators
Yep.
against your Oath of Moment target.
Yes, I do.
Stormbolters first, trying to finish off that Tyrant Guard, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling. Well, let's get that re-roll in there. Re-roll. It's a little better. 6s to wound re-rolling. 0 so far, but maybe the re-roll will get you the 2 that you need.
Give me 1.
No. Crack missiles, 3s to hit, re-rolling. Got 1 so far. Come on, make it 2. Make it 2. You got him. 3s to wound re-rolling, because I still have to go on the toughness of the attached part.
Okay.
So that's 2 of them. We got a 5-up save for the Tyrant Guard. He is alive. He's still alive.
Wow.
Oh boy. Now over here, the Neuro Tyrant is a monster, so you can fire at that unit.
Yep.
4s to hit with the multi-melta. He gets to reroll because it's a monster unit. It's very effective at this. And this is strength 9, so we're looking at 3s to wound. Re-rolling, and you're in that Melta range. So these are just going straight through, by the way. So 1 straight through, I don't get a save. It's D6 plus 2 damage. If you don't roll a 1, you kill a Tyrant. Actually, I think 1's already wounded, but roll anyways, just in case. You kill 1.
Take that.
Yeah, 1 was already wounded, so you're going to kill him no matter what. But you could have killed 2. Hellblasters, what are they fired at?
We're just this handsome gentleman that has been
Screamer killer?
hanging around.
Now, you had spoken in the movement phase about moving up to charge. But
Yes.
if you don't move, you get +1 to hit. What would you rather?
I'd rather
Get closer.
Azrael.
Okay,
in
move up
combat.
then.
Yeah.
Just
Cool.
kind of push them up next. Yeah, you basically got there.
You know what I like playing more than Warhammer? Playing Warhammer with a gentleman. That's nice.
You gotta have the fun, right?
There we go.
3s to hit, because you moved. Now watch you roll all 2s.
Oh,
like gentlemen, it's
you
more
know
like you
it's
fell in
coming.
my trap, man.
You know it's coming.
No, 3 hits.
Okay.
And then these are, hold on, you did not supercharge them though, right? Or 'cause if
No,
you-
I did not.
Okay, so
Nope.
5s to wound then.
Yep.
1 wound. So it's AP -3, but because it's strength 7 or less,
Actually,
one of them.
Sorry to jump on you. It is AP2 for the standard plasma.
Okay, so it's
AP2.
AP1 now. So
Yes.
3 up save.
Come on, baby.
You still have your Azrael.
Yes, we do.
Look at that dramatic roll. He makes it. Well, you're not Azrael, do it. 3 shots hitting on 2s. Okay, you got 2 hits. These are strength 8, so 5s to wound. If you roll any 6s, though, he's just dead because they're devastating.
Show me a 6.
5s to wound.
Show me a 6. Come
Neither.
on.
He's alive. That is all you're shooting. So you got a charge here. So why don't you roll that really quick? I know you're multi-charging, so we don't have to.
Yep.
There's a term against
Here we go.
right there. You made it. In they go. And they are in. And then you've got your not Azrael and the Hellblasters multi-charging, is that right? Or just charging the Tyrant card?
Thinking about just charging the Tyrant card.
Okay. Well, then
because-
just push them in.
Yeah, the swing back is not.
It's not something you want?
No.
Well, you're assuming you don't kill the 1 wound Screamer Killer.
The
are
way
assuming.
things have been going so far, I have left a lot of wounds on the table today.
Yeah.
The way things, yeah. So,
All right, so we've got fight first and fight first. Which one would you like to do first?
you know what? I'm more worried about this, and I just want to
wanna
get
get
it
it done?
over with. Yeah.
So you have 3 guys and 2 guys, and this guy's a choice.
I'm putting as many as possible into the Termagants.
Yeah, you need to remove the
Yep.
objective holders. So 4 of them into Termagants, and then 1 plus the Ancient into the Termagon.
Mm.
Into the Termagants! 2s to hit! 2s and 2s, man. No sustain though, right?
No sustain.
2s to wound! Okay, that should do it. I get a 6 up save against this. If I make 2 6s, the unit survives.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I do 0 6s!
Let's go.
All the Termagants are gone!
Let's go.
You only had to kill 46, 40, 51. Yeah, I think I brought back like 11 in total. I never used the stratagem to bring units, because you never had a point where both units were hurt.
No. Well, you know how you get to Carnegie Hall.
How do you get to Carnegie Hall?
Practice.
And now the 2 into the Turbogon. So the mace first, 2s to hit, and then 5s to wound. Just toss that right in there. Oh, you got a wound at least. 2 wounds. 3 wounds! 3 up saves. So 2 damage so far. Thunderhammer hitting on 3s. Oh. These got the 6s again. 5s to wound though. There's the devastating and a wound. And they're -2, I believe. I save it. So I take the 2 mortal wounds. I take 4 wounds in total, down to 12.
Okay.
And the 12 out of 16. And then you've got your not Azrael and the Hellblasters into the Neuro Tyrant squad.
Okay.
Sword of Secrets. Sorry, it's not the Sword of Secrets. It's the Sword of Secret. Because it's not Azrael, right?
No,
So,
it's.
so 2s to hit.
Yep. Here we go.
Yeah, see, it's not the Sword of Secrets. 2 of them missed. 5s to wound, but they're devastating. There's a devastating.
Got 1 devastating.
2 mortal wounds so far. And then the melee weapons of the Hellblasters. 3s to hit. 6s to wound.
Nothing.
No. You brought 1 Tyrant Guard down to 2 wounds. We'll make it this one over there.
Okay.
Now I get to choose who fights next. I'm definitely going to the Swarm Lord and his little buddy.
Yep.
Into your Terminators. Bone Sabers hitting on 2s.
Show me some 1s.
And there's no 6s for sustained. 3s to wound. Your toughness 5, of course. as
No,
Terminators.
T4.
Your T4.
On normal Deathwing. Oh, T5,
No,
10th
they're
edition.
Terminators. They're
My
Terminators.
mistake. My mistake.
3s to wound, but they're twin linked. So I will re-roll it. It's not devastating. I'm surprised they're not devastating, actually. So we've got 7 wounds at -2, 3 damage. Every failed 4-up invuln is a dead Terminator. Go ahead. Just do it, man!
Sighing listfully. Here we go. Oh.
Oh, 1 missed oh, we got 1, only 1 dead so far. Make that 2.
Okay.
Could have easily been 3. Oh, reach for those lightning claws, man.
That's what I was
Get
thinking.
rid of the lightning claws.
Yeah.
They'll be good for... No, they're not going to be good.
I mean, there's a lot of attacks.
Yeah, and you are getting +1 to hit, reroll hits and wounds. And
Yes.
and not damage, but hits and wounds.
Yeah.
Okay, you get to decide next 2 fights, so either the Terminators or that Eradicator. The Eradicator, so that he doesn't die.
I guess, yeah.
Why not, right? So 3 attacks from him, 3s to hit. I don't know what... this dice tray, this makes things spin.
It's dramatic.
8s to wound. 6s to wound.
6s to wound.
It's toughness 8, so...
Nothing.
Okay, I'll have them go next. We'll pile in. We'll have both Tyrant Guard. No, I want to kill that Eradicator. I don't know. Yeah, it does seem important because he can fire at monsters and stuff. So I'll put the... I'll pile in. The Neuro Tyrant can get there. He's just got arms in the way. So I'll put the Neuro Tyrant and the Tyrant Guard into them, and the other Tyrant Guard into the Eradicator. So the the Tyrant Guard into the Eradicator, hitting on 3s because of +1. Does Crushing Claws. Ooh. 3s to wound. Okay, -2, 2. So you get a 5-up save, or he's dead because he's down to 2 wounds.
Here's an easy 5.
Yeah, you're right. Tyrant Guard into the Hellblasters. 3s to hit. Oh, that's 4 hits because it's sustained, and 2s to wound. That's better. Do the 2 at a time because then we'll get to your character. So 5 up. They're both dead. 2 more 4-ups on the Not Azrael. So he takes 2 damage.
Okay.
So 2 Hellblasters die.
Yep.
And Not Azrael takes 2.
And I get my 3+ shoot on
your
death.
pistols, yes.
Yep. 3 ups.
No. And...
No.
Sound like you're clenching there a little bit.
Oh, I'm clenching. I've been clenching for about 3 hours now.
Now your Terminators.
Here we go.
Both the momented into the Swarm Lord.
Oh,
I'm going to pop the 5-up Feel No Pain.
Yep.
I saved the command point for that.
Sure.
So let's do that.
Sure.
Got a power weapon in there.
Hitting on 2s, re-rolling.
All good. 5s to wound, re-rolling. Yes on 2 of them, re-rolling the other 2 into another yes. 5-up saves. You kill him. Oh, he's got Feel No Pain. You kill him. Everything else can now go into the Swarm Lord. So Power Fist now, hitting on 2s, re-rolling. All but 1 says re-roll that 1. It's good. It's good. Okay, and it still counts as being toughness 8 because when you started to swing, that's what everything was. So 4s to wound, re-rolling.
Yes, sir.
Re-rolling. We got all 4. 4 up invuln. And then 2 damage each.
Yes, sir.
5 up, Feel No Pain. Ooh, he's down to 6 wounds. But that was everything. So the Feel No Pain actually didn't really do anything. I didn't make a single one. So then we'll have my Turbogon, who is going to attack the Terminators. I can just strike or sweep. I'll strike those Terminators. So we'll be hitting on 3s. No sustained and no lethal. Strength 9, so 3s to wound. Oh, we got 3 wounds. 4 up invulns.
Possibly the game here.
Well, we'll see. 1.
Come on, give me the 4. Give it to me.
It's like a game of roulette. Ooh, you did it.
Yes.
You did it. Okay, but I can still kill him.
All right,
So it's D6 damage -1, and you got 3 wounds left on the guy. So I got to roll 5 or a 6.
Okay.
No, 1 damage. Okay.
Okay.
You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, they already swung.
Yep.
You already swung.
Yep.
Yeah, because he charged in, they fought. That's all the fighting.
Yep.
Whoa! We're both losing models, but I don't know who's losing them faster. I'm losing lots of little guys. But the big guys, only 1 Carnifex has gone down so far. So, but he's still Oath of Momented into my turn as well. He didn't manage to grab... Oh, wait. There would have been a consolidation here.
That was my next question for you. 10th edition, consolidating onto the point or into this big boy right here. How would that work?
Let's double check.
Okay.
The answer is you have to consolidate to the model. If there is no model, then you can instead. So what you can do is this first guy will touch the model, and then these other 2 will get closer to the model. And so you got 2 guys on it. Now they are battle shocked, so they only count as 1 each. And so I'm pretty sure I'll still have it. But I'll
the banner gives +1 to the OC count, so these would count as 2 each, I believe. They're battle stoked.
What's their basic OC?
1.
So basically being battle shocked does nothing to them.
They're battle stoked.
Right, except for when they fell back, they could have gotten hurt.
Yes, but they didn't.
Okay, so they kept us 4 on that. Well, let's
Yes.
see. Let's see what these guys. I don't have the Screamer Killer, but the Neuro Tyrant is probably not 4. Yeah, the Neuro Tyrant is 3, which means this is now your objective. So now you've tagged 2 of them, because you're 2 on this one, but I've totally got this one.
Yep.
But this one's only at 1, so it'll take me. I'd have to hold this one for the rest of the game to get it back up to 6.
Yes.
This is closer than I thought it would be. I thought you were done once I got into here, but you falling back and charging this way?
I mean, I thought I was done command phase turn 1. I've never played Tyranids before.
Well, normally the Screamer Killer just come back and kill a bunch.
Yeah.
But he doesn't fight first when he charges. So you'll be able to hit him on my turn. I don't know what to do. Well, let's find out in my turn. So beginning of the turn, this one ticks down 1 because you are in control of it.
Woo!
This one ticks up 1 because I'm in control of it. And this one I think is a lost cause for me. It ticks down 1 because you are now in control of it. So it's really about holding this one to the end of the game or getting this one back from you. The Neuro Tyrant will choose the Screamer Killer to always be in Synapse. That really hasn't come up this game. I could regenerate him. I can't bring back Termagants. So that's my command phase. Screamer Killer has to do Battle Shock, which he passes. He's got Synapse, so he's good. And the Swarm Lord has lost all his Tyrant Guard, and so he no longer has to do Battle Shock until he gets below 5 wounds.
Okay.
Well, old One Eye is going to come around here and screech at you. These Barb Guns don't really have anything to shoot at, so their new job is babysitting the new one. And they're like, "Duh, do we have to? Screech, screech, screech."
And then the Hive Mind will give them a talking to about responsibility.
That's right. The Screamer Killer is going to come over here. He's not bringing the Neuro Tyrant with him. And I have yet to decide if I want to do what's fun or what's tactical. What's fun would be to charge the Terminators, but he doesn't get strike first or fights first because of his battle scar from the Crusade thing. But if they kill him, I could spend a command point and Death Frenzy him, which on a 4+ means he gets to fight anyways. And then maybe he'll kill a couple. But not really necessarily. If he stays there, he's down 1 OC, so he's only at 2, but between the 2 of them, they take it from the Terminators. And then Old One Eye can help the Turbogon stay alive. The Swarm Lord holds that over there. So I'm going to move there at first, and we'll figure it out. Is Azrael not in combat?
He is not.
Okay, so I have somebody to scream at least.
Yeah.
And then we go to the shooting phase. The Neuro Tyrant is going to fire at your Eradicator because he's a monster, and he's allowed to do that. I don't have to worry about the -1 because it's 2d6 auto hits. 7. 4 is to wound. 3 wounds. 3 4-up saves, fail any of them, and the Eradicator dies, and he's dead. Now no, you can't reroll because it costs 2.
Nope.
That frees up the Neuro Tyrant. Yeah, and we're going to go for not Azrael. Swarm Lord will do his psychic attack into them. Swarm Lord is d6 plus 3 auto hits. Oh, just 5. 4 is to wound. 3 wounds. 3 up saves, 2 damage each. 2 damage. We'll take a few pot shots at these bikes. We can see with 3 of these guys. D6 shots each, so 7 shots. Hitting on 4s. So you're disrupted. 4 is to wound. Yeah, 1 wound. No AP, so you got a 3-up save or 1 damage. Wasn't really trying to do damage. I got lucky, of course. No damage. But they're disrupted again, so still -2 move, advance and charge. Turbogon will shoot into close combat because he can. Stinger Salvo is going to be hit on 4s because of -1. 4 is to wound. I could kill one if you whiff your 2-ups. So 3 2-up saves, fail 2 of them, and I kill a guy. You've failed none of them. Screamer Killer will then scream at not Azrael. D6 plus 3 shots. Oh, a whole healthy 4 shots. Hitting on 4s. So we got 2 hits. Winning on was a toughness 4.
Yeah.
2's to wound, so 2 wounds. So 4-up saves. And you got a battle shock test for me at -1. Oh, he's battle shocked.
Stoked.
Charge phase. Old One Eye's charging in. I'm going to charge over here. Did you want to Overwatch? Could kill a Tyrant Guard, but you're hitting on 6s.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I don't think that would be a good use of your CP. But I am going to charge like this, have him block, and then keep the Neuro Tyrant where he is.
Okay.
He won't be able to fight, but he'll help control that objective.
Okay.
The Screamer Killer, you know what? Screw it. He's charging, okay? And he's close enough that he'll auto-charge.
This guy's crazy.
He's coming in because I want to win, But I don't necessarily care about winning. I care about creating awesome moments.
What did I say? This guy's a gentleman.
Yeah, no, but it might work out for me, is what I'm trying to tell you. Because if you kill him on a 4-up, then he'll kill you, and it might have worked out.
It's a win-win for you.
Yeah, exactly.
If he dies, you're a gentleman regardless.
Okay, so that's the end of the charge phase. I am going to spend... Oh, no, I can't spend my 2 command points in Adrenal Surge because I want to save it for Death Frenzy for either of these 2 guys. So I will keep my 2 command points and save 1 for Feel No Pain and the other one for Death Frenzy. So let's go to fight first. You don't have 2 command points, right?
I have 1 command point.
So you can't interrupt. So Old One-Eye will go first. Old One-Eye will do his strike attack with his claws and talons, hitting on 3s. Ooh, no critical hits. 2s to wound. All right, so we got 4 wounds, 4 up invuln, d6 plus 1 damage each, minus 1 of course. So 4 up invuln. So we got to get through that first.
Stay hot.
Look at you now!
Stay hot.
Look at that. See, I'll put the camera up in your face when you succeed
It's
too.
getting a little warmer in here.
It
It's
is.
been cold all day.
It actually is warmer in
It's
here.
been cold all day.
That's all of his attacks. The 2 Tyrant Guard into not Azrael. 6 attacks hitting on 3s because of the Neuro Tyrant. No 6s. No sustained hits. And then 2s to wound him. 3 wounds. Minus 2 damage. So you get 4 up invulns against these.
So I need
So you got to pass 2 of these 4-up saves.
3 4-ups.
Yep. He is dead.
It got cold in here again.
The only important thing about him is it would have prevented me from consolidating backwards towards the objective. Putting them all healthily on it. That is all the chargers, so you get to decide who fights next. Because he doesn't get the charge bonus. So the Terminators or the Terminators. It's a hard choice, I understand.
I have to go here, right?
That
That would be the play.
I think so. I think so.
And then I would put it into whatever has the most OC.
Well, that would be the Tervigon, but he's not currently helping with that one.
Oh, gotcha. So I should just...
Well, you have 2 guys, but you're winning 1 of 5s. So you have 1 guy that can basically choose. And then you have these guys that can choose which way to go, but I'm not sure how you want to do that. In the end, he chose 3 to the Screamer Killer and 3 into Old One-Eye.
Sure. Killer should have died 3 turns ago.
Should have. 2s to hit him. Oh, he is blessed by the 4-armed Emperor. Okay. 5s to wound, you can still do it. 2 wounds, and he ignores the AP because they're strength 7 or less.
Come on.
2 up saves.
Come on.
Oh, he's alive! See, it was a tactical move, not a gentleman
Yes.
move.
Yeah.
Maybe Old One-Eye, you can do something against him.
Okay.
2 maces into Old One-Eye. 2s to hit. Okay. 5s to wound. Oh, that's a healthy 4 of them.
There you go.
I get a 3-up save against those. 2 get 3 for 2 damage each. He's got a built-in 5-up Feel No Pain. Oh, it only takes 2 wounds. You still have your Thunderhammer, though. Technically, he can kill Old One-Eye. It'd be a hero move. 3s to hit. Yeah. Yeah, no. And then 5s to wound. Nothing. Old One-Eye is down to 7 wounds. Oh, that is heartbreaking. They didn't do anything. Swarm Lord into the Terminators. So he's got 8 attacks hitting on 2s. Oh, the 6s are lethal, so that makes up for the 1 and 2 more. 3s to wound, but they're twin linked. Oh, golly. Okay, that many. 9. 4 up invulns, each failed one is a dead Terminator. You've got 3 Terminators left.
Do you believe in magic? In the MiniWarGaming bunch?
They die just barely. And they're battle shocks, so there's no fighting on
man.
deck.
I thought I had some wind in my sails.
No, it looks like it's all leaving. Because now you'll have left with these 2 bikes and these guys.
Yep.
Let's see how much of them I can kill before you decide if you want to throw in the towel. Screamer Killer. Actually, no. Let's do the Tervigon so we can finish off that 1 at 2 wounds. Oh, no, you're minus 1 wound, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll do the Tervigon first. He's going to strike. 3s to hit. That's an extra hit because you're infantry, and that's a critical hit. Sustain hits, I mean. 3s to wound. Tervigon gets 2 wounds. 4 up invuln. Oh, they both get through. D6 damage each. You've got a guy with 2 wounds left.
Yep.
So that kills him, and that takes 2 wounds off the next.
At this point, pulling models, I think that pod is yours, regardless.
Yeah. Well, the Screamer Killer will finish off a couple more, and then we'll see that I have everything. And then, yeah. Let's see what the Screamer Killer does. All right, the Screamer Killer's got his 10 attacks, hitting on 3s. 6s are sustained, so that gives me 3 more. Strength 10 on the Screamer Killer Talons, so 2s to wound. Oh!
Some nice ones.
Oh my. 4 up invulns every 2 kills a guy, so that's 2 more dead Terminators. Yeah, so 2 more die, you gotta stay in coherency. So basically, yeah, 1 there and then there. So all you have left on the table at this point is these 3 Deathwing Knights, which, let's face it, are the heroes.
They did work.
And 2 Black Knights over here who are currently hacking at that pod. And so essentially in your turn, this would tick up, and this would tick up to 5. And that's the important one.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you're taking that one back. And this one actually gets to 6 by the end of the game if you don't take it back as well. Because
now, my only move here would be, in my turn, falling back, charging, and repositioning to try and take this back.
But the problem is this one hits 6 by the end of the game if you don't take it back. Because we got 2 battle rounds left. Mm-hmm. Each one of them will get 2 more ticks.
Yeah.
So the Black Knights would have to basically abandon this one and somehow take that one, which I think is impossible. And that's assuming the Swarm Lord doesn't just come over and finish them off. So that's the problem, that you have 2 of them that'll hit 6+ by the end of the game. So I think that it was a valiant effort to leave, but they just did too little damage.
Yeah.
Too slowly.
Yeah, and I made a mistake still learning 10th edition. I should have used the stratagem to put lethal hits on the knights. And
you couldn't. You were battle shocked.
Oh, that's right. 10th edition.
That's right.
What are you going to do? Battle stoked.
Battle stoked. Yeah.
Not stoked right now.
And the Black Knights can't ever get stratagems on them because of their battle scar. Yeah, your whole army, except for the Eradicator, was battle shocked for this one turn. And sure, their objective control is there, but that means you can't do the things like fight on death.
Yes. Yep.
And lethal hits.
So, I mean, this is a point where a lot of players reach in the game. Do we call it? Is this it? Was this my moment, my 15 minutes of fame here?
Hour and 20 minutes of fame.
I'm going to be busting out my Night Lords for the first time in a long time. I figured that, that was the smart choice to play a faction that I really haven't even reviewed the rules of yet. I will learn them as I go. Tommy was interested in playing them. Tommy, what are you playing today?
Red Wolves.
It was good. I think any Friday afternoon where you get to play Warhammer, it's a good one. I like the way I came back here. And I at the end of the day, this is for the people. I think they're going to have a good battle to watch here. And
oh, that was great.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea until last turn when you whiffed everything.
Yes.
On the attack. You didn't kill the Swarm Lord when you Oath of Moment to him. These Terminators came in and basically didn't do much.
Yep.
And then I'm like, okay, well, he could still do it. And then I charged in and they did nothing again. And I'm like, okay, that. And then the Swarm Lord finishes off those guys before they get killed.
I think that knight just laying there in the moss kind of sums it all up here. But
I just want to go home.
It's a great game.
That was
fun.
Mike?
Hey, great game.
Thank
Appreciate
you very much.
guys having us.
No, that was awesome. I really appreciate you being willing to do a narrative game as well. I think this is a new format that I want to do. Play a Crusade game, put a couple battle scars on guys randomly, because we randomized everything. Yeah. And a couple enhancements randomly on guys, just to represent an ongoing narrative fight. The battle scars especially really felt. Oh, I forgot that I had lethal when I did those hits, but who cares? Yeah. But the battle scars especially, like the Screamer Killer losing his charge bonus, -1 OC, the Old One-Eye not being able to join that Carnifex, that would have been a big difference if he was. Yep. Because when that Carnifex charged, Old One-Eye could have just touched behind him, and he would have been fighting as well. Yeah. That would have been a huge difference. And then re-rolling hits on both of them when he's leading that Carnifex.
Thematically, too, it did feel like we've been here before. Yeah. Even though we've never played.
They were old foes.
Yeah, we're old foes. I think the Tier 1 tabletop boys back in Chicago are going to start running some narrative games, because that was awesome. Yeah. That was really fun.
And even though the Crusade rules are just kind of in their first version for 10th edition, because I'm sure there'll be more books coming out, and maybe the codexes will enhance them. I'm not sure. I'm assuming the codexes will each give kind of what they did in 9th. At least that's what it sounds like they're going to be doing, and so we'll get even more depth to it. But just honestly, just throwing a couple battle scars, a couple enhancements on guys, it really made a difference.
Yeah, that was a blast.
It felt different. Awesome. Well, thank you again, Mike. Thanks everybody for watching us. Stay tuned for more battle reports and more other stuff that we'll be doing as well, and more updates on the new Hive Fleet Nihilus as they rampage across the Segmentum Pacificus. Happy wargaming.